See it?
I don't have no shoot. I don't have like those type of feelings. Man. Like those feelings. Like,
so you got that false pride.
no, I really don't.
Well, really, I'm not complaining. But truthfully, you do have those emotions.
Alright. Alright. Well, alright. I do have those emotions.
Yeah, Chris.
But
Like
I'm not gonna go to my friend and tell him, like, dude, I've been crying last week. Like, it's not gonna happen. Yo, that's really not gonna happen. It would not happen. It would be something like crazy that. But like if I was crying last week, I would go to someone like I would pray about it. Most
it could
likely.
be a female too.
I had like this one female friend who like told me everything about her life, but I would never go to her and tell her. Like it's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I'm not the type of person who gives people my like deepest feelings. Like, but I would pray about it. I probably go to my mom, my little brother, and my sister. Like, nah, like seriously. But like my mom, especially because she like real wise and she don't give me her emotional feelings first. I want somebody who will act on emotions. They just act on they like head like know what to like say and it's like in the type of those type of situations.
It would have to be someone who like be able to keep their mouth shut and they like someone who wouldn't change their like perspective of you if it know what's going on, like they would just like start acting different towards you because of it.
Oh, I know one thing. I don't use like that. I was just about to say, like, it also like depends on what the situation is. Like certain situations, certain people won't understand. You know, like certain people like don't understand. Like especially if they don't like know you. Like your mom, she's not you since you was born. But then I feel like certain situations, like sometimes your parents will like depends on what it is. Sometimes they'll be more quick to tell you what you should do than to like actually listen. So then, like in that case, I would probably like go to a friend or something.
And I hate going to people, like especially older people, who like as soon as I tell them stuff, they don't give me like the like the normal person side of things. They tell me like biblically.
Oh yes.
All these like scriptures and stuff about how I'm supposed to handle the situation. Because I be sitting there like I don't want to hear that. Like yeah, I can't do that.
Why would you get the natural and the spiritual? I could deal with that, but don't be coming up here talking about, well, you know, in Proverbs.
Well, here first, I want to say on my side that look, I actually incorporate both of the options. Is first you have to know the person. I wouldn't give my information to somebody I don't know. Period. I don't care who it is. I have to know you to give my personal information to you. And I'm like Chris, I'm not saying I go and tell every time I'm sad or something like that. Huh? Including the therapist. I'm not giving, if I don't know the therapist, I'm not giving my information to the therapist. Okay. I'm not. I'm going to be honest with myself. I'm not giving my information to somebody I don't know. So that's the first thing. I don't think anybody's comfortable to give their personal information to somebody they don't know. Secondly, when you know somebody, you also know, like Tiffany was saying, how they're going to look at you. You know them, and after you know them, you know, it's thinking like, oh man, I know they judgmental, I know like that. Yeah, I mean generally. I'm not saying all the time, I'm saying generally. And for me, I do say, if somebody's is not helping me, if they're just judging me, I would be able to tell that person either. So those are two characteristics I look for. Someone who's not judgmental, and somebody that I know. First is somebody I know, actually. Somebody I know. I need to know this person. Because like I said, that's going to determine if I can tell them anything. If I know you, then I know if you can keep a secret or not. I know you're trustworthy. I know if you're going to tell my business, or I know if you're going to give me good advice, right advice, wrong advice, dumb advice, quick advice, just shut me up advice, and all stuff. I know that about you. And secondly, I know that even after the situation, you're not going to judge me or look at me different, no matter what it is. So those would be those characters. Yes.
Like, okay, but like, what if it's like one of those situations where like you thought you knew the person, Like you really thought you knew the person. And then like they just like change your whole outlook on them because of, like that one thing. Like how you handle with that? Like you like you know to the Taylor style, everything was good until like that one altercation or whatever.
That's actually a good one. I don't have an answer for that. That's what I'm saying. There's not a lot of straight answers that I can give you for that because that's going to be one of those. Sometimes you live and you learn when you tell somebody. Because that's why we ask how do you identify somebody you can tell because that's the most important thing so that doesn't happen. Because at the end of the day, it's a risk of that happening with anybody that you tell. I don't care who it is. If you get me in a room and somebody got a gun to my head, and I'm not saying that's extremely going to happen, but I mean, after